All right, welcome everybody, and the music in this video is a little bit of a hint as to what I will be playing for the next month. So if you can guess it, if you can recognize it, cool. Give you a second to listen. Okay, and now we are going to get into talking about the updates to the Valentine's Day characters, as well as a couple pieces of equipment. I've already talked about Leviathan Esper, Dark Leviathan Esper in a previous video. If you want, go check that out. Go watch that video if you want to go see some more info about Dark Leviathan. That's all included in the O videos. But Valentine's Day units. Now, the Valentine's Day units are, in fact, following the trend of being for specific types of quests. So first off, no womb space girl. I mean, I'm sorry, but this just goes so far up. It's just, I know I've had a lot of problems with this character in the past, and I still have problems with the way this is designed now. It is ridiculous even from an anime perspective, but even more ridiculous from a Wotv perspective. See, I brought that into this video. Level 99, Master Ability 3, magic damage up by 20%, magic attack resistance penetration of 40, resistance, range attack resistance penetration of 40, own range attack resistance of 20, and damage limit of 2000. Now, before you get too excited about all of that is quest only, not joking. Basically, they put all of this character's enhancements behind quest only. She is absolutely dead in the water at this point for any PvP based stuff, and I'm still not even convinced she's that good for quest. Moving on, also has an enhancement for one of her abilities for 6 turns from the start of battle. Magic power and dexterity are greatly increased. That is basically up from, I think, maybe 5 turns from what it was before. But even then, like, the amount of magic power and dexterity has not been changed, neither has speed. And physical damage taken is reduced. Whatever, I'm pretty underwhelmed for this. I mean, I guess for quests, if you're really that desperate for it, sure, why not? But I don't even think that's that comparative to some of the best units that currently exist now. Next up, this one's more interesting, I do promise. Luck of 15% and evasion rate of 20 for just generally for this unit. Unlike Salia, this is a upgrade that is at least somewhat accessible in multiple forms of content. That makes this generally better. Evasion teams do have a leg to stand on right now, and now they have 2 more. This is a pretty good upgrade for just an evadey type unit. It's all focused on evasion, all luck, all evasion. That's exactly what you want. For duels only, you also get slashing attack resistance penetration rate of 30 and an increase of darkness activate. I think there's enough here to be made an argument for this character actually being used. I see this character still being used somewhat right now, and this makes another case for using this character even more with a Riku or a new Venera or anything like that. This is potentially enough to actually be relevant, therefore a pretty good one. And last but not least for the characters, Miranda Valentine. Now, once again, level 99 and above. This is general content. Shooting attack resistance increase of 20 also gives an effect of reducing physical damage taken the further the distance is from the unit, from 4 up to 7. I don't think it's incredible. You know, these style effects are a little bit underwhelming, but that is a permanent thing in her kit. She can't be dispelled. It's just part of her, essentially. It's not turn-based or anything like that. It's just constantly active for the battle. And that's kind of nice. I actually do like that. For guild battles and duels, this character actually gets her next set of bonuses. Recovers a certain percentage of HP when when damage equals or exceeds 40% of maximum HP a medium style or a medium amount of HP restored 2 times, and also gets own range attack resistance. I actually quite like Miranda a lot as well, mainly because they basically gave all of her stuff to almost every game mode except for quest. But even then, there's a lot of stuff here that's just permanently active, and that's pretty nice. That makes the unit more effective. Do I think this unit's going to be crazy? No, definitely not. But for a 70 cost unit, this is really quite interesting. If you go back and take a look, this is a 90 cost unit. I don't even know where you can make an argument for this at all. And this being a 90 cost at least, there is potentially something there. Miranda maybe has the best argument for being quite good, because she got some generally nice upgrades for her. Not too terribly much in terms of damage, but kind of in a general tanky way. And that's probably enough because she is 70 cost. But yeah, that is that. Now we will just jump over and talk about 2 other things. First off, June's Greatsword has been upgraded. Now the Assault version is 258 attack. If you're looking for aim, that has 22 accuracy, and critical has 10. Just talking about the max stats, depending on what you want. I mean, 40 extra attack boost is nice, but the extra thing that we are getting, accuracy stays the same, defense penetration stays the same, magical damage reduction stays the same, except now instead of activating when her HP is over 70%, activates when her HP is 50%. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but June is still generally good, and I do see her still being used. And I think with O, the new O being quite strong in the water element, yeah, she could have a really easy partner there that is quite strong as well and tankier to maybe protect her. So this upgrade is perfectly good. No complaints. Not. And the last thing we will talk about in this video is Ashen Mon sword. So basically the 2 swords that came out at the same time last year have been increased, and everything here is the same except we have increased human killer when attacks with physical attacks or stealth. That's pretty nice. I mean, that is actually accessible for all Earth Elemental characters that can equip this weapon. It's a nice little bonus. I think it's actually totally fine. And that extra human killer will just make Ashen Mon a little bit stronger, and maybe now kind of makes an argument over the actual blood sword for going for that. Also should say that the maximum attack is 190 now. Not the biggest increase, but in combination with that human killer, it should be enough to at least make Ashen Mon more relevant, since he's already currently being used with evade base teams. But yeah, that is it for the updates for characters. There's still, for me, story upgrades or story updates to look at, and maybe side stories, see if there's anything I can do a spoilerific video about. But that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go try a little more for Dark Leviathan because I'm just not making good decisions. Later.